Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel Nifty Forecast, and I'm your host Lokesh. So, did you watch my previous video on the post market report and the plan for 31st of June? If your answer is no, I'm sure you must have missed wonderful trade plan for today. Anyways, let's get into the topic of understanding Nifty and getting ready for tomorrow's game. All right, so we are here with the Nifty intra daily chart, and let's quickly open the intraday chart. What we discussed the previous video is very simple. We always carried a bullish view. However, just for the reason there was a lot of call and put writing the other day, we were a little skeptical, or we planned for a sideways movement today at some point of time, and then we plan to take a fresh view in today's market. And what just happened today? We just had a sideways, or plus or minus 0.1% movement here and here, right? I'm sure it was very clear. And then what happened? It is a bullish view in the entire day. It was just a one-sided trade day today, right? Yeah, so that just happened today. And how does it look like on a daily chart? Are we trading at an all-time high? Yes, my friend, we are trading at all-time high. Yeah, and it is very evident that we kind of have a breakout here with a phenomenal volume rushing into the market today, right? Let's also look at the Nifty future. This is the Nifty index, so we'll not be able to get to see the volumes, but here in the futures we get to see a spike in the volume with a one side movement. So that in itself is a bullish view. It's a bullish signal, right? Let's go to the bhavcopy to understand what has happened inside it. To be precise, let's get into the data. All right, so this in the bold and shaded area is the numbers for Nifty. What has happened today is a lot of open interest has added up, both or in all the contracts, I would say 1,57,000 contracts, almost 1 lakh contract in the next month, and 17,000 contracts in the fourth month. There is a significant number of contracts adding to the open interest in the very starting day of the new month. How do we interpret this data? Can we infer something out of it? Yes, but to certain extent. The market has moved only one direction, and there has been a lot of open interest added. So that in itself is a bullish signal again. Let's look at the intraday volumes and then the open interest of the major participants. Then let's plan for the next day. So this is the volume information for intraday. DIIs were easy, taking it easy, absolutely easy. And FIIs, what they did, for my surprise, there has been a lot of shorts than that of longs traded by FII. Wow. Okay, the cumulative figure stands like this. I mean, if we add DII, FII, and Pro for the index longs, this is the number, and the index shorts, this is the number, and on the whole, the cumulative figure looks like the short contracts have dominated the day, even though there is a one-sided movement in the market. What does this say? For me, as a seasoned and experienced trader, if the market moves over 1% or over 100 points intraday, we should be able to see a significant number of longs being traded in the intraday than that of shorts. But what we get to see here is totally different. Can we infer something out of it? Not yet. to some extent, but yeah, let's look at the FNOI data. Participant wise open interest says that, on a long term, I mean, I have already defined in my channel introduction video that, on a long term, if you're talking about long term, we are talking only about 7 to 10 days, not like, 1 year, 2 year, or 3 years time frame that people who are into investment talk about. All right, so on a long term, I think there is still some bullishness in the market, but there are tipping points. There is always tipping points for any breakout or any revolution or for any major incident to happen, right? I mean, if we talk about world war also, there is only Pearl Harbor event that has triggered the immediate movement into the world war, right? In the same way, if I look at the FII data, look at the longs and look at the shorts, it is close to 15%. I mean, the shorts are only 15% as compared to the longs. When did we get to see this kind of information last time? If I had to tell you, we got to see this kind of information when the markets are about to fall or look for a very decent correction, my friend. And this is very important. Okay, the intraday volumes told us that shorts are traded long in number. However, in the cumulative open interest, it says FI longs are significantly higher and shorts are only 15% as compared to the longs. Okay, what does my tool tell you? I mean, on top of all this data, whatever is published by NSE, I believe only this tool that I have made with my own intellectual property. I mean, I used my brain and made this. So, yeah, what I get to understand from this tool is a lot of calls are being bought, as in, this many number of puts are written, and those who have written puts did not really exit, right? Yeah, so the plan for tomorrow is a little complicated, and yes, you should always be on top of your senses to make the right trading decision. All right, so yeah, Nifty trading all time high, and India VIX is trading almost lowest from the last 6 months, right? I hope you are all with me. Just go to your watch list, add India VIX, and try to understand how India VIX is helping us to understand the direction or the trends. All right, so we get to know that India VIX is lowest. So when did this again happen? Not the lowest, I mean, not the 16 odd percent that we have on the figure, but I have noticed that when the markets are really trading high, and when there is a scope for a significant correction or a fall, the India VIX is generally low, so that these major market players purchase or buys a lot of puts and keep them in their bucket at a very significantly lowest prices, right? So that's the whole idea that I am talking about VIX. Keep watching VIX, and there you get a lot of information. Okay, so FII data also showing that they started selling a little instead of buying. That was evident on the intraday data. So the trade plan for tomorrow is definitely an up move. Now that there has been a lot of calls being bought and puts written are still open, so there is a scope of up move, definitely yes, but by the end of the day or maximum by end of tomorrow, I mean the next day, not the first, maybe second, first or second, I mean in the coming next 2 days, there could be an opportunity to capture on the downside. I want my followers to be very cautious with this down move. You can definitely mint a lot of money, especially when the India VIX rises and the market falls. All right, keep this point in focus. Yeah, so that's about the content for today, my friends. I hope you are liking the content, and request you all to share the channel among your trading fraternity and comment in the comment section in case if you have any reasonable inputs for me. Thank you so much for spending your time watching this video, my friends. You have a wonderful day. Bye bye.